Okay, people, so this is a tutorial to do the Unreal work for, the robot and the texture that we just exported, okay? So, I will, have my Epic game launch here, and we launch Unreal Engine, okay, like this. If it's the first time you do it in any machine, it's gonna take a long time to kind of do something. But you need to wait until it's done. It's probably gonna take like 10 minutes or something for some reason, I don't know. But yeah, but then only one. Then every other time is gonna be relatively quick. Okay, so don't worry, it's fine. Now, you're gonna see this, okay? You go to games and blank. And you say, project name robot, okay? This file already exists, robot 2. Create. Now, Unreal is gonna still load, maybe here is gonna be the time you're gonna wait, probably, when you want to launch the basic scene. But the basic scene is basically something like this. It looks like a kind of a big mountain place, okay? One thing, I don't get to worry about the interface. It's a bit, it's like any other 3D software, okay? So nothing to worry too much about. If you select things, you can press F and you frame them, okay? So it's easier, because this is gonna be the center of our scene. One thing I can recommend you to do is, here you see, is like the outline. You want to, do things, kind of tidy, you see? So just keep everything closed, okay? So now we want to import something inside Unreal. How do we do that? Easy, with the content drawer, okay? The content drawer is this kind of window here that you access by click like this. And we got a bunch of things here, a lot of folders, but you don't need to worry, okay? We go to content. This, you need to have the blue line on content. So it's here we are gonna, start to import our things. So on content, you do one thing. You do right click, new folder, and you call it robot. And you enter the folder robot, you see, and you click another folder, you make another folder, and you call it asset. There are different theories about this, but it's essentially the same thing, okay? Some people say you need to say source, I say asset, okay? Then another click, new folder, texture, spam. So let's import the robot, okay? So I know I want my robot FBX to be inside the asset folder. So I go double click and I'm inside the asset folder. And here, check it out. I've got everything saved in this folder tutorial, and I got the robot export here. I do like this. Basically, you got the content drawer open, and you basically have to take it and do like this. Spam. It's gonna give you this window and you say import all. Fine, no worries, okay? So let's check what we have. We have one Lambert material, and later we're gonna use it, but what's important is after that. The Lambert is gonna be the first, is the material, okay? It's not part of your robot. But then you have all the components of the robot, okay? What is this? Now, we need to, you have it in the content drawer now inside the asset folder, but it's not showing here. Why? Because we need to take everything. So one click, shift, click, and we need to drag it in the scene. Take a look. And now we have it. Wow. I F for frame, and we have our robot inside Unreal. What a story. Cool, super cool. Now we need to do the same with the texture. We need to import the texture. So you go back to where you have, the main folder robot. We got the model inside asset, and now on the texture, inside the texture folder, we bring in the texture. And the texture are here in the tutorial. I saved them. Here, robot texture V1. And I got the 5 we were talking about earlier. I select all of them, and I do like this. So now we have all the texture inside the texture folder. Amazing. But we need to now do some work on the material, because the texture are not showing in our robot in the viewport. Why? Because, we need to create the material inside Unreal, yeah? So let's do it. You need to go back to the asset folder, and there is this material Lambert. If you double click on it, we can have control over the material that is already applied to the robot. So it's easy. this material is already applied to everything. It's just that there are no texture applied to it. So we can start doing that, okay? So I will remove this because it's the default one. It's just a flat white color, or either gray rather. But we don't need it now, okay? Because we have our own base color. It was plugged in the base color. But we have our own, the yellow things. Yeah, remember? It's mainly yellow. So let's actually maximize this and expand the content drawer, and we go to the texture folder and we work on this material texture by texture, okay? So I start with the, if you go over, you see the full name, we see that the first one is base color, and I'm gonna drag it here. See? The base color is here. But how do you plug it? You take the RGB, you click, you hold the click, and this curve is gonna show, and you plug it on the base color. And it's gonna show also in your sphere, okay? It's gonna look something like this, okay? First one done, let's do the others. So I would like to dock this so it doesn't disappear. Can I show? I don't know. Lock content browser. Nice. So it doesn't disappear. Why? Lock. It still disappeared. Why? I want to lock it. Lock. Don't bother me. Okay. This is weird. Okay, stupid. Anyway. What is the next one? Next one, we go over emissive. So we drag the emissive in, and it disappeared, of course. Anyway, emissive, we find the emissive here, and it's here, emissive color, RGB onto the emissive color. And if you search on your sphere, you're gonna have, this is gonna be the emissive. Moving on. What is this? Metallic. Let's drag the metallic, okay? And I plug it into the metallic. It's the second one after base color, metallic. So we're gonna get now some metallic things going on, and it's gonna be probably, around the legs are, because these are different texture from the one I show you, but I still did the metal on the legs, so it's gonna be similar, okay? I'm not using the texture I did before in the tutorial, so but it's the same thing. Now moving on, we did the metallic. Let's do, this is normal, okay? We bring the normal. You see the normal looks blue for some reason. So we got normal here, normal, bam, okay, cool. So we got some normal map information. You see the normal, how is it showing here? You remember the rust now, it's corroding the paint on top of it, so it's good. We have what we wanted. But there is one that is missing, yeah? The roughness is the last one here, bam. And there is the roughness, and we plug it. So that's the story. It's gonna look like this, okay? Nice. So let's go back to our robot, but we don't see anything. Why we don't see anything? Because we need to save. You see on this material editor, there is this icon, save this asset, okay? And take a look, super cool, huh? We got our first, CG robot in the Unreal scene. And if you want to have fun, you can go into video game mode, and you can, with the, I think it's W, E, and D, you can basically go in around and see your robot. Take a look. Super cool, super nice. Super nice, super cool. And if you want to see that light going on, if you want to see a bit more that light going on, we remove the landscape, and also I'm going to show you something else, but directional light, we do, where is it? Yeah, intensity, 0.2 is going to be nighttime, you see? 0.2 is super dark. But you're going to see some lights going on, and the robot has the light in his eyes. Super nice. Okay, so that's enough. That's how you will bring your 3D geometry and your texture inside Unreal for a quick visualization, okay? But there is another thing that you might do if you have like a scene with multiple assets, and this is probably not going to be ideal to have all of the robot things all together. So I think one thing you could do, this again is the outliner, to keep it tidy, you select everything, don't select these last two, select everything, and you do right click, And I think there is a way to create a folder with the selection. Where is it? I always forget. Yeah, you see? It's not here. So you select one click, shift click, so you select all of them, see? And then there is this icon, create a new folder containing the current selection. And you do it. And you now minimize it and take a look, super tidy. And you rename it, right click, edit, rename, robot. Nice. And that's it. You can hide it and show it, so if you have a big environment, you can, be organized and work like this. Okay, guys? So that will be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah? Have a good day.